Hello, hello, and welcome to our next adventure. Guess who's back? Ben. We're just north of Sydney. We started in Ourimbah and we're going through Wiseman's Ferry and the Convict Road, and it's going to take us 2 days. So today we're cycling through some very hilly terrain, some sealed, some unsealed, which we're going to get to in maybe an hour-ish. Ending and camping in Wiseman's Ferry. We've already had many things go wrong.
Mouldy bread.
So my train from Melbourne first was late by about 40 minutes, but I managed to quickly scrounge my bike together enough to get onto the train. And then when we met up on the train and got onto the second train to Ourimbah.
Didn't know if we could get off the train because it doesn't stop at all carriages. The platform doesn't reach all carriages.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we started like legging it like through, like out of one door into the next door as the train was stopping at different stations. And we accidentally thundered into the quiet carriage. And then I found that my sunglasses had broken. So Fed has luckily given me some tape. So hopefully that will hold up. And then I had mouldy bread. Yeah. So yeah, going really well. It's going especially well because I didn't press that.
No.
Mishap number 6 or something, 5.
Okay.
Cool. Let's press it now.
Does that mean we have no audio?
Well, this has audio. It's just not as good.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
That's okay.
Welcome to Kath is Cursed.
Bit of a jump to do. You're gonna fly across?
Yeah, getting ready. Just gotta limber up.
ETA 10 p.m.
Probably, actually.
Take 2 with the mic.
So, Fed. Thoughts on yesterday?
It was dark, it was cold, it was rainy, and turns out ferries are 24 hours in New South Wales.
Well, in Wiseman's Ferry at least. I didn't realise that Wiseman's Ferry had legit ferries. Yeah, I thought it was called Wiseman's Ferry because there used to be a ferry, but now there's bridges. But no, there are very much ferries and they're 24/7 on demand.
And free.
Yeah, I was very shocked by that. I guess because it's such an essential service. But yeah, the track yesterday was very rough once we turned onto the unsealed section. And I wouldn't say that gravel bikes are ideal for that. No. Very much mountain bikes, but even so, it's so steep. Like even with a mountain bike, it'd be real tough, like dangerous. especially in the wet.
With the weight of our panniers.
We couldn't really just take the downhills fast. We had to keep braking heaps, and so that really slowed us down because we were going uphill slow and then we were also going downhill slow. And I ended up hurting my hand from braking so much. And it probably has to do with I also have arthritis, which is having a mild flare-up recently. But I got my little compression gloves on, so I think that should be helping today. That slowed us down at the end. I was like, no, I can't continue. And Fed had to put up with going real slow for me.
That was okay. We got through it.
We also passed a campsite on the way that we totally could have just stayed at. That was free. I think it's 10 Mile Hollow. And yeah, if I were doing this again, I would definitely say stay there instead of trying to find somewhere in Wiseman's Ferry. Because the trail's so rough. Even if you think you can do it in a day, like it's going to take you
longer than you think.
Yeah. So now off to cycle in the rain. Day 2, and so the end of this journey. Today was a very interesting ride. We spoke to the lady who ran the New South Wales Ski Gardens, which is where we stayed last night. She told us to take River Road all the way around to Sackville, take the ferry across, and then keep continuing down that road because it would have the least cars until you get to Windsor. There weren't really any specific landmarks on the original trail that I'd found. Yeah, we thought that there wouldn't be much point to rough it on something that would be similar to yesterday. Google Maps was telling us to veer off River Road to a slightly different trail that looked shorter. I thought it looked like it was going to be really rough like yesterday. I was like, I really think it'll be quicker just going on River Road. But Fed was pretty set on taking the trail. Now, something I didn't think about when we were deciding which way to go that I think would have influenced our decision was that if we were going downhill on a rough track again, it would probably really affect my hands, and I also probably wouldn't be able to ride my bike down much of the way either. Fed seems a bit more confident riding her bike on rougher tracks, but for me, walking downhill for an extended period of time with my recent mild arthritis flare-up, that would hurt my knees as well, and that's exactly what happened. To be fair, I didn't think of that while we were deciding. Yeah, I probably should have said that we should split up and just meet. I guess I'll do that next time if I'm in a similar position. It's hard because since the last time I did a lot of bikepacking, I have more health issues and I'm on more medicines, so I've got more side effects, and I don't fully know all the ways in which it affects me yet, and I kind of often forget to think about the fact that I'm ill and how that might, affect how I can do things and how much I can do things. Yeah, I guess it's all a learning curve. I have a bit of an additional bikepacking and camping learning curve. Another thing I realized was that when I first started bikepacking, I would really thoroughly plan routes, and then we'd often have to change plans slightly anyway. Things still would turn out okay. So I stopped being so thorough with my planning, started getting a bit looser, and things still went all right. And I think I was a bit too slack with this trip. I didn't realize there was a ferry in Wiseman's Ferry instead of a bridge. I didn't realize that, the train to Ourimbah was going to take so long from Sydney Central. So with that, until next time. I'm actually going bikepacking again in a week already, so I'm really excited for that. Until then, bye.